We all know the story about the grasshopper sitting around by the pool. He's cool. And on the other hand are the ants. And what are they doing? That's right. Now back to the grasshoppers. Sitting around by the pool. Hawaiian floral print shirts. Sunglasses. They disdain the work of the hands. Our mind is on the higher things of life. You can see that, of course. Our mind is on the higher things of life. But the ants exhort, sing of the work of the hands. Why go back and cheat yourself out of joy? But enjoy the fruits of labor to the full. Don't go back. For the heart and weary soul, refreshment finds. The winter comes. Time to enjoy the fruits of labor, to contemplate the work of the hands, in the evening of the day, in the winter of the year. These are the best things, to look back on a day well spent, and to go to bed with a sense of accomplishment. Back to the grasshoppers. You can see that his mind's on the higher things, of course. A lot of good it does, huh? Well, doesn't matter. We're at the end of the song now. We've had the moral of the story, and now here comes my favorite part. That ominous shadow glides low across the pool. That's right, okay. Fair enough, you say. So what happens next? Well, what happens next is nothing. Enthusiastic, yes, if I express myself so stuff we understand. It's a good grinning like a daft old thrush, that bull-headed bird. Now you see why that could be a picture of me. 'Cause I have confidence. I have confidence in this man. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man. I won't be worried long. It's a good plan. It's got stuff we understand. It's a good plan. It's a good plan. It's got stuff that we understand. It's a good plan. After pyramid Sudanese, countless wondrous miles, the region of the swamp swallows up the flow of the Nile. Here's where monotony and misery contend, where the aspect of such emptiness, loneliness transcends. 2,500 miles from the sea, the whale-headed stork pokes among the reeds, where the swamp flies still rise and the fireflies tantalize. How to go if the river knows it only lies humidity. A few thoughts left to me, should be so loving me. Oh, I looked down and looked up again. There was the whale-head king. I couldn't be sure that I saw a thing. I looked down, I looked up again. We saw eye to eye. It was so civilized. I could see he pitied me. It's like I went to sleep and vapory and woke up in Salt Lake City. The nights are cool breeze with senses that are stunned, but in the roar of the sun, the point of it's undone, and thoughts are formless tune that wanders in and out of key. And the only words I don't forget how much you mean to me. 2,500 miles from the sea, the whale-headed stork pokes among the I looked down, I looked up again, and I was happy to see you. I was so happy I left the jig. I was so happy to see you up there around that jump again. Basement. As I lay on my back, I could hear water on the walls, scurrying of mice in the corners. I was in the basement. I opened my eyes. I picked myself up. I looked at the steps. I had just bounced down. I brushed the cobwebs off and looked around. Equatorial lakes and the mountains of so under the clouds he did stand with his bucket in his hand. And above the wash of the waves he floated a confident voice that in both cajole and rejoice. I can get this done, I can get this done. The big blue sun, I'm the one who'll get this done. But with his toes he could feel the relinquishing sand. With his hand he could feel the diminishing land. And in the course of time, the realization settled in his mind. I cannot bail out the ocean. I cannot empty the sea. This work only lends itself as a novelty. And he let go the bucket, and he regretted the voice that had floated, cajoled and rejoiced. There goes the bubble. Oh, it's sublime, the sweet birth time. It's suddenly find it's the month of May. Hold out your head and open your arms. Take a deep breath and it's set to say, every day is a big breezy day. Every day is a big breezy day. Open your ears and close your eyes. After the winter, here comes a prize. Insects roar and appreciation for the midday sun and its radiation, and the breeze blows and blankets the land with the sound of its breeze, the lick of the sound. The best part of the big breezy day, or the best part of the big breezy day, the film, tea, or boats float like corks, and the peoples on the beach are coming, all the sorts. The water rolls in, the water rolls out. Nobody cares if the water's too loud. The best part of the big breezy day, all throw back your arms and get set to say, every day's a big breezy day. Every day's a big breezy day. Like a beach, the perfect horizon is just out of reach, and the jets blowing from across the lake. You leave too soon, well, it's a big mistake. Because the night skyscrapers going up in town, the girders and the elevators going up and down, the steel mills for John. Such a busy day with so much going on. Every face is gay, the park at the edge of the lake. The modern sculptures rust and flake. The best part of the big breezy day drama with the gripping suspense. Has the power of such a day and the common sense. In the park above the lake, the modern sculptures rust and flake. Wife is taking a back by an empty tractor. Farmer's wife is taking a back. Seeing how people run, fleeing with the setting sun. A ruin is what our city did become. And the dream faded soon. Soon by the light of the moon. The farmer's wife takes the time to speak to the empty streets. The farmer's wife takes the time to speak, and she says, "The ones who love you, the ones who love you, the ones who love you, where are they gone? Getting thought about you, where are they gone? Gone. They faded soon by the light of the moon." Mighty are fallen, and the proud are brought low. With the visions of the past, our thoughts the ants don't know. The mighty are fallen. The farmer's wife, she's taking a back. She's taking a back. Empty tracks. The few ones know, the young ones know, the young ones know, the young ones don't. But the living knows, the living knows, the living knows the strings. Soon by the light of the moon. Mighty are fallen and proud are brought low. Visions of the past, our thoughts, heirs don't know. Mighty are fallen. Through the years, the lawns unchanged. Land is alone, life will be The farmer's wife is a bigger than life, a bigger than life with the carving knife. The farmer's wife is a bigger than life, a bigger than life with the carving knife. Seeing how the people run, playing with the setting sun. A ruin is what I say it become. Left overnight, overgrown by noon. 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 Leaves on the ground. no broom. The dust ends up in a brown paper sack, no broom, no broom. Progress is made, but progress is slow. The horse moves forward and the dust moves back. No broom, no broom. The dust ended up in a brown paper sack. No broom, no broom. Progress is made, but progress is slow. Moves back, no broom, no broom. The dust stands up in a brown paper sack, no broom, no broom. Love won't remember hurt and pain, and the heat of the moment will not be sustained. Love as a bond is not easily cracked. Never mind the tears, and remember the fact that a friend's not shy, not deaf, dumb, and blind. True friends will call and they'll save you 2 dimes. True friends will call and save you 2 dimes. True friends are hard to find. True friends are hard to find. When the sound of the day is of the rain not falling, the whole world goes slow, but a friend is not stalling. And of kindness is like a treasure found. A friend won't ever wear you down, and a friend's not shy, not deaf and blind. True friends will call and will save you times. True friends call, save you 2 times. True friends are hard to find. Yes. True friends are hard to find. Friends won't remember the hurt and the pain. The heat of the moment will not be sustained. And love as a bond is not easily cracked. Never mind the tears, remember the fact that a friend's not shy, not deaf, dumb, and blind. True friends call and say friends don't remember hurt and pain. The heat of the moment will not be sustained. Love as a bond is not easily cracked. Never mind the tears and remember the fact